Okay, now we'll look into example 5 of chapter 8, whereby you are supposed to prepare the consolidated statement of um, the consolidated financial statements when foreign operation is included as subsidiary. Okay, so previously in example 4 we have looked into the situation whereby um, the foreign currency is translated into the functional currency. So it means that the subsidiary's functional currency is the same as the parent's functional currency. And the subsidiary is regarded as an extension of parent, whereby uh, not all significant activities could be undertaken by the subsidiary. Okay, now we will look into example 5, whereby we are using net investment method or translating from functional to presentation currency. In this case, the functional currency of subsidiary is the foreign currency. Okay, so because the functional currency of the subsidiary is the foreign currency, it means that it is different from the functional currency of the parent. So in order to consolidate the parent, the functional currency need to be translated into the presentation currency. This is happen where this is what happened where the subsidiary is independent. Okay. Okay, so look at example 5, net investment method, whereby translating from functional to presentation currency. So we are using the facts of the example 4, except that functional currency of the subsidiary is Z. Okay, so now you are required to prepare the consolidated financial statements by translating the financial statements of S using the net investment method. So method ni yang translating from functional to presentation currency, we call it net investment method. So in this case, normally only the rates used that to translate the transaction is different. Okay, from foreign translated to functional. Okay, so we look at the example. Hmm. Okay, so these are the example. Okay, example 5. Okay, so we'll do example 5. Okay, example 5. Okay, so in this case, okay, these are the rates that you are going to use. These are the rates that you are going to use. Okay, for net investment method. Okay, property plant equipment is translate using closing rate or reporting date. Same goes to revaluation. SO cost of inventory, net realizable value of inventory, monetary asset and liabilities, okay, revenue and expenses, depreciation charge, okay, share capital and pre-acquisition reserve. Revenue expenses is translated at actual rate or average rate. Okay, same depreciation rate, average rate, share capital and pre-acquisition reserve, historical rate when it was first bought, goodwill on consolidation at the closing rate. So the rate that is used is actually is less than the one used for, when you translate foreign to functional. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So for property plant equipment, we will use the closing rate. So in this case, if you look at the uh, example 4, the question is example 4, the closing rate is actually on the 31st December lah. So it is the closing rate of Z is 2. Okay. So we translate at 2. Uh, so apart from revenue expenses, isn't it? Okay. Apart from revenue expenses, it's a little bit slow. Okay. So the closing rate is actually 2. So at property Z2 equivalent to ringgit Malaysia lah. 1. Okay, inventory pun 2. Monetary trade receiver is monetary asset 2. Bank 2. Ordinary share is historical rate when it was first bought. So when it is actually bought, it is actually bought on S is actually bought on the 1st January. So you will be using that rate. So that rate is actually 1st January 7 is 3. Okay. 3. Return profit brought forward pun historical. 3. Pre-acquisition reserve, isn't it? Then return profit for the year. Okay. So this one actually we will take the balancing figure lah. Okay. Okay, because there will be exchange difference. So this one will be the balancing figure. Dia memang tak balance because we translate at different rates. So there must be balancing amount. Okay, so this one is actually balancing amount. Okay. Non-current monetary translated at 2. Trade payables is also translated at 2. Okay, so we translate lah using the rate. Okay, 1,500. Inventory 50. 100 by 2, inventory 50. And then 250. 200, 100. Okay, so ordinary share 3,000. Okay, so 667. Return profit brought forward 333. 333. This one 100. 100. This one 100. So if you total this one up, okay, if you total everything, okay, so we need to total. Okay, So in total 1500 plus 500, so 2350. So 1500. 1500 plus 50 plus 250 plus 100, 1900. So actually 1900. So this one also must be 1900. So dia akan ada balancing figure lah sini. Memang tak balance pasal because of you translate it at different rate. Memang tak akan jadi balance lah. Minus 667 minus 333 minus 200. So you have 700 the balancing amount. Okay.